Magnolia Italian Bakery, where you get the best Italian specialty. Remember, Mother's Day is this Sunday, so call and order now. Italian and New York cheesecakes, fresh-made cannolis, cream puffs, eclair, and even custom cakes. We cater big and small events. Get your lunch or dinner, Italian subs, eggplant parm, lasagna, meatball, and sausage subs. They're all made fresh just for you. Call ahead 352-207-2667. Manja and God bless.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back as we wrap up a Thursday edition. It is Cinco de Mayo. Hey, and I want to remind you it's also the Magnolia Bakery's 81st birthday. And for that, today, you can go by and get a loaf of Italian bread. Go get a loaf of bread from Magnolia Italian Bakery at 1941 prices. The year it opened, I've heard it's like 8-10 cents, something like that, for a loaf of bread.
Might have to hit that up.
Yeah, might have to hit that up. Intern Natalie's in the room, and she, you got a story out of Osceola County that's. You know, our police here, the police, the sheriff's department, and the police department here are very transparent. They meet with community leaders every week. When cops get in trouble, the newspaper tells you what their punishment was, what the situation was, and all. So we have it lucky that our sheriff Billy Woods and Mike Balkin, our chief of police, believe in complete transparency. Body cameras the city of Ocala has body cameras on every officer and everything. But you got a story out of Osceola County that the Osceola County Sheriff's Office is involved with that's a little strange.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy. Apparently on April 27th, deputies ended up shooting a 20-year-old named Jaden Baez.
Oh, is this the Target shooting?
Yep, at Target. And apparently they were supposedly doing a training in a parking lot nearby.
The sheriff's office was.
Right, correct. And a call came in about two younger guys that had gone into the Target and put some Pokemon cards and a pizza in an empty bag and then left the store and got into a black Audi.
So they stole Pokemon cards and a pizza.
Correct. And so then, the sheriff's office responded, these deputies responded, and somehow it ended up with the deputies shooting into this black Audi and killing a 20-year-old who was not one of the two kids that...
He was the getaway. He was the driver.
Apparently, yeah. But he was not one of the two that were, the initial suspects. The deputies were not wearing body cams, and there's really they haven't given any information about how this...
Yeah, the sheriff of Osceola County won't even take questions on it.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody asks you about it, he goes, the FDLE's handling that, and he uses marcy law. I've heard of this story. He uses marcy law. I thought marcy law was for victims to be shielded.
Yeah, that's what marcy law is supposed to be used for, is for victims of crimes, and to not be, to not release their names so that they
shield them, right?
Right, exactly. But he's using this for his deputies instead. He says, quote, "Because they were training, my deputies were wearing tactical gear, and none of the initial deputies on scene were equipped with body cameras," end quote. Then he also says, quote, "It is also a fact that suspects in this case stole items from Target and got into a vehicle. It is at this point my deputies attempted to detain the individuals in the car. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement is investigating exactly what took place during the attempted detention of the suspects." And he said he won't release the names of the deputies, and that's when he invoked Marcy's Law. It's a Florida constitutional amendment normally used to protect the identities of victims of a crime. So yeah, he's saying, "I ask the media and the community for their patience as we wait for the investigation to be completed." So he's not giving us any information. And attorneys for the Baez family, the kid that
there's
was
a
shot,
lawsuit coming here.
the kid that was killed in this, his family is preparing to file a lawsuit against the sheriff's office and calling the shooting a misuse of police authority.
Well, now, and what we don't know, because there was no body camera footage, what we don't know
Right.
because the sheriff's not releasing anything because of an ongoing investigation, is did the guy who got shot, was he the driver of the car? And if he was, did he drive the cars towards the deputies in an attempt to run them over? Because now, if that's the case, deputies are well within their rights to use deadly force because their life is in peril if he's driving a car towards them.
Right.
But we don't know any of that because
He's not
there's
making.
an ongoing investigation, and there was no body cameras footage because they were wearing that. Here's what bothers me about this whole thing is I know a lot of police officers here in our area. I know a lot of guys that are on SWAT, and I know a lot of guys that wear tactical uniforms and everything. Who still wear body cameras.
Right. Why aren't you wearing them
Why-
during training?
Yeah, because you would be able to use the. I mean, you're a golfer who played professionally for a while.
Right.
One of your biggest tools was videotape.
Well, absolutely. You can play back your
Right.
swing. Yep.
So if you're doing tactical training and doing training, I would think you'd want the videos so you could go back and look to see, did I do this correctly? Did I do this wrong? That's the one thing that bothers me is there's no body cam video on any of the responding officers.
Any of them.
Yeah, not one. None of them were wearing
I mean-
body cameras. Which for Osceola County, every officer is issued a body cam.
Right. So why wouldn't it be even part of your equipment when you're training? Just because that's what you're going to be wearing every day, right? Supposedly, that's what
And
you're
the
supposed to.
film would help you in training, I think.
Yeah.
There's still more to come out about this story, but that's why I'm glad we live in the greatest county in Florida, Marion County, not Osceola County.
Yeah.
Although Osceola County does have part of Disney World in it,
Well,
like
I mean, I guess you got to give them
like
that.
Disney World. It's Orange County. I don't care for Orange County either. It's got Disney World. in it,
Right.
so,
Yeah.
By the way, Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster, they're starting to let pass holders ride it, to experience it as they do test rides and everything. They say it's one of the two or three largest indoor roller coasters in the world.
Really?
So, and I've had back fusion surgery, so I can't ride roller coasters anymore. Dadgummit.
Yeah.
I was sitting and watching that this morning and going, 4 years ago I rode Space Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain, having no idea that was the last time I would ride either one of those. No idea. Now they got the new Gwazi at Tampa at Busch Gardens. I can't ride the new Gwazi.
I didn't realize you couldn't ride roller coasters with a.
No, once your back's fused, they frown upon you riding roller coaster. Your doctor will tell you take it, the jerking and all of the roller coaster. You're taking your back into your own hands if you get on one. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yes. Yes, I can agree with that.
I remember the excruciating 96 hours after surgery. I don't ever want to experience that again. And they always say once you have back surgery, you have back surgery again and again. I'm trying to break that
Trying
thing.
to not do that,
Trying
right?
to break that thing. Hey, I want to thank everybody that listened, all my guests today, Vets Helping Vets, everybody that was on with us today, all my listeners, all the callers, and, of course, the sponsors. Without all of you, this program wouldn't be any good. See you tomorrow.
Is WOCA AM, W242 CAFM, Ocala, the source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Firefighters slowed the advance of the largest wildfire in the United States as heavy winds let up Wednesday near Las Vegas, New Mexico. President Biden approved a disaster declaration that brings new financial resources to remote stretches of the area devastated by fire since early April. With inflation devastating our wallets, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell is making decisions to help combat the reason everything is so expensive. With its highest hit in over 20 years, the Fed's plan to charge banks an additional 0.5 percentage point higher in interest.
Inflation is much too high, and we understand the hardship it is causing, and we're moving expeditiously to bring it back down. We have both the tools we need and the resolve that it will take to restore price stability on behalf of American families and businesses.
For more information, visit us online at usaradio.com. USA Radio News.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families.